Holdings. We have a detailed profile on him in the brochure, together with all the partners that came here to speak. For the sake of time, let's now receive Dr. Emmanuel Adu-Sarkodee to come.
Madam Chairperson and Chancellor of the University, Your Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Madam Vice Chancellor, permit me to stand on the established protocols to abridge time. On behalf of Ghana Employers Association, I would like to thank the University of Ghana for the rare privilege offered the association to participate in the 76th Annual New Year School and Conference on this important and all-encompassing topic of sustainable development. Events like this highlight the power of shared ideas and collaboration. And as one writer puts it, one good conversation can change the narrative. I must also commend the university leadership for continuing this long tradition, which offers a unique platform for policymakers and academia, employers, and people from all walks of life to meet, deliberate, and take action on governance, economic, social, environmental, and other key issues that confront our dear nation, Ghana. Madam Chair, permit me to use the platform to congratulate His Excellency the President on his resounding victory in the just ended elections, as well as Madam Vice President. Congratulations. Employers of Ghana look forward to working with you to formulate and implement the bold initiatives that you have set out to achieve for the nation. And to respond to the NAT people, well, the tripartite, we are ready, and when it's time to negotiate, we will set a good minimum price. Thank you. Madam Chair, the theme for this year's conference, Attaining the 5 Ps of Sustainable Development for a Resilient Ghana, People, Planet, Prosperity, Peace Partnership, could not be more apt. These pillars highlight the interconnectedness of economic progress, environmental sustainability, social equity, and peace, which are essential for fostering long-term stability and prosperity. Currently, Ghana finds itself at a pivotal moment in history, facing both significant challenges and immense opportunities. A good indicator of our collective performance in attaining the 5 Ps is measured by the combined achievement of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals. According to the 2024 SDG Index, Ghana ranks 117th out of the 166 countries, highlighting the urgent need to accelerate progress towards achieving sustainable development. It's at this juncture that the 4 themes delivered by His Excellency the President during his inaugural speech to reposition Ghana on the path of recovery and prosperity align perfectly with the 5 Ps framework. Also, the themes of restoring and stabilizing the macroeconomic environment and improving business and investment climate resonate deeply with employers of Ghana. Madam Chair, achieving the 5 Ps necessitates a multi-pronged approach. And as a leader of a business organization, we would like to share the following. Madam Chair, a few weeks ago, I had the opportunity to meet with a senior public official, and it struck me that I had once taught this person in Form 1 of secondary school. This realization of how education elevated this former student of mine made me reflect on the fact that the larger share of the work required to attain the 5 Ps of sustainable development of a resilient Ghana lies in developing the skills of the younger generation upon whose shoulders the future of this country will rest. This further motivated me to engage some young people on their preparedness for the future of work, particularly on emerging technologies such as artificial intelligence, unmanned automated vehicles, robotics, and space exploration. Our discussion revealed a concerning gap between knowledge and action. When asked why they were not building these technologies despite understanding them, their silence was telling. And this made me ask if Ghana will be able to successfully achieve and even surpass the targets set under Agenda 2030 for the 5 Ps. Again, this led me to ask the following 4 nagging questions. Where are we now? Where are we going? When will we get there? And how will we get there? Where are we now? To explore this question, I compared the top 10 companies in Ghana to the top 10 companies in the world. The comparison highlights a stark difference. The top companies are primarily technology and microprocessor firms, driving the 5th industrial revolution. In contrast, Ghana's economy is dominated by mining, banking, and telecom sectors tied to the 2nd and 3rd industrial revolutions. In the past, the technologies that spearheaded industrial revolutions were proprietary and owned by large companies. Today, we live in an era of open source technology where schematics, documentation, and technical know-how for building AI-powered software and smart devices, among others, are readily available on the internet. However, there are very few opportunities to create such innovations because the country's focus remains entrenched on building infrastructure and in supporting the mining and extractive sectors, which are old school. These industries employ relatively a small portion of the workforce. Therefore, if we consider where we are headed, it is clear that our pace towards the 4th and 5th industrial revolution is considerably slow. But can we get there? Yes. Nations like the UAE, Singapore, and Taiwan showcase successful transitions. The UAE shifted from oil to tourism. Singapore built a robust manufacturing economy, and Taiwan excelled in semiconductors. For Ghana, breaking away from reliance on extractive industries is critical for sustainable economic growth. Do we want to be a many products in one shop country or a one product in many shops country? Can we focus on a few sectors, say tourism, banking, petroleum hub? This decision will clearly define our direction. And until it is made, we may make progress, but only at a slow pace as we transition into new industrial revolutions. How did we get there? The muddy and rough path. And this leads me to my recommendation on the first P. People. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, in order to drive Ghana's sustainable development, we must adopt aggressive implementation strategies and coordinated policies that focus on people transformation and inclusivity. The education system must address its misalignment with future demands. It will interest you to note that a 2019 publication by the World Bank entitled Youth Employment Programs in Ghana, Options for Effective Policy Making and Implementation, shows that only 40% of Ghanaian youth possess skills required by employers and businesses. This mismatch between education and job market poses a significant obstacle to achieving goals 4 and 8 of the SDGs, which seek to address quality education as well as decent work and economic growth. We urge government to adopt an effective consultative approach and continue to invest significantly in STEM education as well as technical and vocational education and training. The current university programs need to focus on practical skills, innovation, and critical thinking. Much emphasis should be placed on students to pursue groundbreaking projects as it is on getting a first-class degree. Teaching basic skills such as building circuits or simple devices can build confidence and prepare students for the industrial revolution. Computer lessons, robotic clubs, and engineering teams should not be extracurricular activities at the basic and secondary levels. It should be the curriculum itself. Additionally, a scarce complement to the academic excellence is good character. Character is described as a set of desires and habits that reflect who a person truly is and is shaped by daily decisions rather than dramatic events. It's often inspired by role models and examples. And I asked them, who are your role models now? And I didn't want them to go for, I said, current role models. They struggled a bit. First of all, the media presents them role models that confuses them. And I think this must be addressed. Because all our brilliant ideas and recommendations will not be achieved if we are not a people of good character and do not practice patriotism. Madam Chair, I really love the UG example. Female chancellor, female vice chancellor, and I think we all need to clap for that. But Madam Chair, this has to spread. Goal 5 of the SDG requests a dispensation of gender equality by way of increased female representation in governance. In the latest and round 7 of the Ghana Living Standards Survey, The report indicated that the most formal sector working women are found in services and sales jobs in the organizations, while the managerial, professional, and technical occupations that projects one to leadership positions are dominated by men. In 2016, an independent study was also conducted by the International Finance Corporation, IFC, and the Swiss Secretariat for Economic Affairs, with the objective of ascertaining the gender dynamics and challenges confronting the elevation of women to boardrooms in private and public institutions. These are the key findings the study found. It will interest you to note that 1. The proportion of women to total boardroom members is less than 26%. Secondly, only 6% of organizations have females as board chairpersons. Third, 49% of women who rise to board level positions are made to occupy non-executive positions. Madam Chair, this must change. The women can clap to that. Your Excellency, Madam Chair, these findings did not sit well with the Ghana Employers Association because we think the Ghanaian economy and business community are losing significant talent and diversity required for our sustainable development. So in 2019, the association partnered with its Norwegian counterparts to establish the Female Future Program, which is a flagship. And I'm happy to announce that we have, since its implementation, trained over 275 corporate females from various organizations across all sectors of the economy. And these are doing formidable things in the organization. We would also like to thank His Excellency the President for giving the first female Vice President in the person of Her Excellency Professor Jane Nano Opoku-Agyeman. We believe that this decision will inspire all females to aim for higher positions. Mama, thank you for opening the doors for my sister and my children. Planet. Much has been said over planet in this meeting. However, for me and for the organization, our collective disregard for the environment is reflected in the state of the Odo River and the Korle Lagoon. We go and tell the people in the village, please stop galamsey, stop polluting the rivers. They come here and they see what we've done to the Odo River and the Korle Lagoon, and they're asking themselves, wait a minute, clean yours, we'll clean ours. A single piece of litter carelessly discarded in any part of Accra eventually finds its way into the water bodies, which requires millions of dollars to be sealed every year. I saw a 1934 advert where it was advertising a regatta on the Korle Lagoon in Accra. And I asked myself, so, like as we say locally, did we go or did we come? Madam Chair, the Odo River and the Korle Lagoon hold similar recreational and ecological benefits as the River Thames in London, the Seine River in Paris, or the Hudson River in New York. To reap these benefits, we need to enforce our environmental laws and change our attitude towards our environment. Also, my perspective on galamsey can only be described as a type of deferred genocide. There's no other way to put it but to end this, however painful it may be. Peace and prosperity are separated, but at the Employers Association, we see it as one. Peace is a collective feeling that we are all in this effort together, that we each own a piece of Ghana. It involves creating opportunities for individuals, irrespective of their background or ethnicity, with fairness and transparency. This fosters hope and dispels doubt, cultivating a sense of belonging. It reassures everyone in the nation that the pursuit of sustainable development is a common and unified objective. The ILO 1990 Philadelphia Declaration states that poverty everywhere is a threat to prosperity everywhere. To bring it further home, Ojuntufo Kwame Ampedu of blessed memory used to say, achieving genuine prosperity goes beyond material wealth. It involves the well-being of the entire community. Madam Chair, a person whose wealth does not positively impact society is a very poor person indeed and a liability to the society. Madam Chair, let me state that the proposal and the idea to elect metropolitan, municipal, and district chief executives to the organization will add significant value to the local government administration and overall development of the country. In addition to this, we need to ensure that traditional authorities are given a profound role in the administration of our metropolitan, municipal, and district assemblies. In this way, we will build a resilient Ghana where the bottom and the top represent the people and can be mobilized for development. Madam Chair, in order not to sound like a pessimist, I'm actually very positive about Ghana. In conclusion, I still have 2 minutes left, and I would like to perform the last 2 minutes of my message. And if you like, please join me in. I have a quartet here that will start. Quartet, can we go? If you're a Ghanaian, you can sing this song. Heaven knows where we are going, but we know within we will get there. Heaven knows how we will get there, but we know we will. No, it will be hard, and the road will be muddy and rough. Madam Chair, thank you very much. We will make the Odo River navigable again. We will swim in it again, and we will hold regattas there again. Thank you for your attention. God bless you.